All right, let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Making it to the top of the rap game is one thing, but staying there is totally different. Today, we're breaking down the biggest rappers who fumbled the bag and fell off. The baby literally fell off last year when he stumbled into the crowd during the set, but now his career is...
Bro, the baby fell off for so many reasons. So many reasons, bro. He had the whole fiasco at that concert with the gays and the HIVs and all that stuff.
Taking a nosedive too. He blew up in 2019 and dropped back-to-back #1 albums, but now he's struggling to even book a show. It all started last year when...
I mean, right now he doing alright right now with the freestyles and stuff. But that's all he got. Freestyle. I'm listening to one of the songs he just dropped, like actual song. Still sound the exact same.
Baby performed at Rolling Loud in Miami. In the middle of the show, he went on a homophobic rant and said,
"You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexual transmitted diseases that'll make you die 2-3 weeks, put a cell phone like that up."
The baby got
brother
tripping online. So he clapped back
tripping.
and said, "What me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you on the internet, or you bitter bitches on the internet." All the controversy led to Lollapalooza and the Governor's Ball pulling them from their schedule. Then he got cut from Parklife Festival, Day in Vegas, Austin City Limits Festival, Music Midtown, and the iHeartRadio Music Festival too.
Bro lost the
He ended up
bag.
apologizing on IG.
Bro, I'm not even finna read that.
But then
Bro
the
dropped the bag though. He had the wall right here.
The baby had hop on Dua Lipa's Levitating remix, and after Rolling Loud, she said, "I'm surprised and horrified at the baby's comments. I really don't recognize this as the person I work with.
Why?
I know my fans know where my heart lies, and that I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community." Radio stations ended up playing an alternate version of the track without the baby on it.
Nah, hold up.
Radio stations ended up playing an alternate version of the track without the baby on it. Everything calmed down after a while, and the baby went back to doing shows. But it looks like his career took a massive hit. Back in August, his show at the Smoothie King Center Arena in New Orleans was canceled after he allegedly sold less than 500 tickets. His team obviously expected to sell more. The arena holds 14,000 people, and selling less than 500.
Boy, everybody getting front row seat.
His team says the story is all capped though. They put out a statement and said the baby's New Orleans show was pulled by the artist team due to the promoter being in breach of contract. The baby will be back in New Orleans very soon to make it up to his fans. They say he's gonna make it back up to fans, but it doesn't look like the baby has many of them left.
1 year
Roddy
ago.
Ricch blew up back in 2018 when his track Die Young racked up over 80 million views on YouTube. Then in 2019,
Roddy
he
Ricch
took it to another level when he dropped his debut album, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and stayed there for 4 weeks. His track
Man, I don't know what happened to Roddy Ricch, bro. That dude kinda
for 11 weeks and now has over a
he
billion
done
streams on
fell
Spotify.
bad.
Roddy became a superstar pretty much overnight, but now fans think the fame is gonna be gone as quickly as it came. After his first album drops, Roddy hopped on some other people's songs, but wasn't releasing any new solo music. Fans were waiting for his sophomore record, and in 2020, he told GQ that the album was done and that it was a full-blown masterpiece, a real idea, a real body of work.
Yeah, bro, so
2 years after his first album, Roddy finally dropped Live Life Fast in December 2021.
that was so mid.
Fans and critics weren't feeling it like his older
It was
project.
mid.
It debuted at #4, but fell off fast. And people immediately started saying that Roddy peaked. Back in February, he started hyping up his new music. He posted a snippet from a track called Out My Mind, but people started clowning the track like crazy. A couple hours later, he ended up deleting the snippet and wrote, "Guess I'm a flop now. Shit crazy," on his IG story. The situation was obviously getting to him. Because after that, Roddy
Roddy Ricch, like you said, came and left, bro. He just so mid right now, bro. Not even mid. I don't like him.
activated his Twitter and IG account. A lot of fans thought he totally fell off, but back in June, Post Malone announced that Roddy Ricch was going to be touring with him. Roddy was featured on the track Cooped Up off Post Malone's new album, and getting the tour with one of the hottest artists in the world should definitely help his career. He definitely fell off from where he was a couple of years ago, but if he drops another hit, Roddy could be right back at the top. Lil Mo.
No, this dude right here, oh my goodness, man. There's no words to explain how bad he done fell out. Bro dropped one hit and left.
He went viral off the track Pull Up back in 2018. He was dropping music for a couple years and built up a fan base. But Pull Up really put him on the map and racked up over 25 million views on YouTube. He followed it up with the track Booth Pack, which also got millions of plays.
Bro,
His third official single, Notice, popped off and did crazy numbers. The track got a Cole Bennett music video that almost has 300 million views on YouTube. Mosey dropped his debut album later that year. It did solid numbers and reached number 29 on the Billboard 200.
Bro,
But a lot
nah,
of fans
this
were
dude,
surprised
this
that it
dude,
didn't
the
sell
fall
more.
off for him was
All the singles
insane,
popped
bro.
off and did big numbers, but that success didn't carry over to album sales. 2019, he had another.
Somebody who understands that, bro. Just because you make one good song doesn't mean they gonna listen to 16 songs by you and expect it to be the best.
Music video for the track Bust Down Cartier, but it only racked up around 15 million views.
Yes, you know.
15 mil is a lot, but his last collab with Bennett almost hit 300, so this was definitely a fall off. He dropped his second album in 2019, but it only sold 23K in the first week.
Oh my
Fans
goodness.
weren't really rocking with it. It looked like Mosey had fallen off for good. But in
Yeah.
2020, he went more viral than ever with the track Blueberry Faygo. Mosey hopped on the TikTok rap wave.
Thanks to
and it paid
TikTok
off
and
big
COVID.
time. Blueberry Faygo went crazy online, and the music video racked up even more views than the video for Notice. The same day he dropped the track, Mosey reissued his second album and put Blueberry Faygo on it. Now, it's his most popular song with over 1 billion streams on Spotify. Even though he brought his career back, it looks like Mosey is falling off again.
Yeah.
None of his new tracks are doing numbers. Plus, he's facing serious legal allegations
Yeah,
too.
he had a serious
Mosey's
situation.
trial's been pushed back a couple of times, and now it's set to start on December 12, 2022. The charges definitely didn't help his career, but it looks like it was pretty much over anyways.
Yeah.
Rich the Kid got into the rap game back in 2013 after hustling for a few years. He started popping off and ended up signing a new deal with Interscope in 2017. For a while, he was working with huge artists like Kendrick Lamar, Quavo, and Future, but his career lost a lot of steam, and last year, his Lucky EP only sold 5K his first week out.
Dang.
Rich tried to level up and become a label boss when he
Bro, I'm finna get mad, bro.
started Rich Forever Music, but the label never really popped
Bro.
off, and he's had a lot of drama with his own artists.
Rich the Kid, he makes music for what we have now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He
It's
makes
also
music
led to
for
his
this
infamous
time.
beef with
He
Lil
so
Uzi Vert. Back in December 2020, Rich aired out how he feels about the industry on his IG stories. He said, "The industry's full of lying, stealing, blood-sucking motherfuckers for real. They will hate you, talk shit about you, and the whole time be dead-ass broke." Around the same time, Fashion Nova hit him up with a lawsuit for $2.1 million over a $100,000 advance that Rich allegedly ran off with. He clapped back on IG and said, "I don't owe Fashion Nova no money. If Fashion Nova want $100,000 from me, they know I can pull up and drop it off." Rich also had to hand over a bag to his former managers. A judge ordered him to pay.
So he really just went in debt. He didn't really fall off for it. He just went in debt. And then, yeah. So he should just drop more music.
Blueprint artist
5,000 in the first week is crazy, though. I ain't gonna cap. That's low.
management $1.1 million after they sued him for not paying. Then his landlord sued him for over $300K after Rich got $32,000 behind on rent payment. He already had money issues going on. In January 2021, Jay Critch aired Rich Forever out on Instagram. He wrote, "I am not rich forever. That shit been a dub. Stop letting these cap about owning masters and shit. They trying to hold in bum ass deals. Be your brother until the business come up. Then it's all lawyer talk, contract talk, not real shit. If y'all want new music, tell them free Critch. Whole ass."
That's
Rich
crazy.
clapped back and accused Critch of snaking him just to get a bag. And the situation started getting heated. They sent shots back and forth on social media for a while, but eventually they squashed the beef. Last year, Rich went on the New Music Daily podcast and said, "I feel like when it comes to business, you really need to just keep it in-house. But sometimes when your emotions get mixed up into the business, that's when shit goes bad.
They get out there.
That's what I'm really learning.
They
as
get
I
to
grow up.
posting.
We've been friends forever, so definitely. We spoke on the phone. I talked to him yesterday. Luckily, Rich and Jay Critch put it all behind them and are cool again. And hopefully, Rich can get his legal situation sorted out too. He fell off for sure, but he could bounce right back if he drops a hit or signs an artist that pops off.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If he like put out a song, bro, he really straight because he makes music for this time. This is the perfect time for him to make music right now, bro. He's in a lot of money. He got a lot of money to a lot of people.
A song for the label. Famous Dex blew up back in the mid
This dude sucks. This dude is trash. I don't even want to see his face, bro.
2010s. He dropped a couple of independent mixtapes, then signed to Rich the Kid's label. In 2017, he popped off with the tracks Japan and Pick It Up with A$AP Rocky. But his addiction and time in jail ended up killing his career, and his latest track hasn't even hit 50,000 streams. Back in 2018, Dex fell asleep in the middle of an IG live session. Fans were worried that he was nodding off the pills, but Dex is not using any hard drugs.
Yeah,
In
nah.
2019, he suffered a seizure in the middle of a set in Hollywood. Rumors said it was caused by drugs. but Dex and his team said it was epilepsy and not from substance abuse.
Okay.
Dex was still dropping music, but nothing gained any traction. Fans could tell he was on drugs, even though he kept denying it. After a lot of people reached out, Dex hopped on IG Live and told everyone to stay out of his business. He said, "Stop worrying about the next motherfucker that's doing drugs. The world on drugs. You know what I'm saying? I got money. I can do it."
Bro, nobody cares, bro. They just care. Well, they care about you, bro. It don't even matter about the money and whatever you think, bro.
I want to do, goofy ass. He worried about me for. And 2, I don't do none of that shit. I smoke weed and take care of my kids. But less than a day later, after he told everyone he was good, the news broke that Dex had gone into rehab. He got out in January 2021, but when he hopped back on social media, it was clear that he was using again. Fans were worried that he might die from an overdose, but he ended up getting booked in jail a couple months later. In March 2021, Dex got hit with 19 charges in 3 different situations.
Oh my goodness, bro.
In November 2020, Dex got into a standoff with a SWAT team after allegedly hurting his ex-girlfriend. In October 2020, he allegedly attacked another woman, and in March 2021, he was arrested during a traffic stop for carrying a loaded gun. Even though Dex had some wild charges against him, he only got hit with a 1-year sentence. He was released in September, but then went straight into rehab. He said he plans on staying there until at least November, and hopefully this time, he can kick the addiction for good.
Yeah.
Lil Xan was a big part of the SoundCloud mumble rap.
Oh my goodness, man. This dude, I haven't heard this. Well, they said that's because I think his label was trying to play him with dropping his music. So I think that's probably why he fell off.
But he went from touring with massive artists like Nicki Minaj to dropping out of his own tour and starting beef with a random metal band who was a supporting act. Xan had huge hits like Slingshot and Betrayed and racked up.
I mean, if he kept dropping music now, he would have fell off regardless if he didn't get dropped from tour or not. He would still fell off.
Millions of plays, but the popularity didn't last. In 2019, he announced he was retiring and said, "I quit rapping and I'm only going to focus on moving forward with the Xanarchy clothing line and brand." But after a few years of battling addiction, Xan decided to make a comeback. He announced a new tour, but then dropped out of the first show. A band called Dropout Kings was supposed to open for him, and they aired Xan out on IG after he dropped the set. They wrote, "Straight up, Lil Xan, 100%, I don't even care. Dude is a total piece of shit for doing this to all the artists and staff involved in this." Xan clapped back and said all the issues were because of Dropout Kings and their team, but nobody really knows what's going on. Later that same month, he dropped his first project in 3 years, but only 2 songs hit over 100K streams.
Dang.
Lil Xan was one of the most popular SoundCloud rappers for a while, but he fumbled the bag and let his career fall completely off. Luckily, he's at least sober now. Even though his music isn't popping off like it used to, that's still a huge win. Making it to the
Oh, dang, you just end like that, huh? Well, bro, some of these rappers could have prevented themselves from falling off, but I guess they didn't. Some of they owe money, they had problems going on with addiction. That's whatever, though. So, but yeah, with that, bro, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what more content y'all want to see. And name your favorite artist that you think still has potential to come back. Keep God in your life, praise God, and keep doing what y'all need to do to get better. Peace.